Organizations in Clark County come together to help Afghan refugees by starting a pop-up clothing store. Here's Christelle Kumwe.
General mission, which is to provide assistance to folks in need.
Vancouver-based Friends of the Carpenter is a nonprofit day center that provides a workspace for vulnerable members of the community.
That are houseless, low-income, vulnerable individuals, people with varying degrees of abilities to come in and work in the shop area to do creative projects around woodworking.
Executive Director Todd Thayer says they recently teamed up with Lutheran Community Services Northwest, a nonprofit helping Afghan refugees resettle in our area.
To come into a brand new country, to be completely relocated under the circumstances that they were, we felt this was the least that we could possibly do.
Hundreds of thousands of people from Afghanistan were forced to flee back in August after the Taliban takeover of their country.
For many of them, they left with just the clothes on their back.
Hundreds of Afghan refugees now call the Northwest home, many in Clark County, so the two groups opened a pop-up clothing store inside the Friends of Carpenter Day Center.
That would be utilized by about 40 families or about 200 individuals that were coming over from Afghanistan that had been relocated to the Clark County area.
Donations from the community includes gently used to new shoes, suitcases, and clothing for adults and kids.
Because so many of these folks came over in August from Afghanistan, and now they're experiencing their first, Pacific Northwest weather, so coats are fairly essential.
But he says they're also experiencing support from their new community.
But we just felt that it was really important that whatever small part we could play, we wanted those folks to feel welcome.
Christelle Kumwe, KGW News.
Now, they started that pop-up store in December, and they plan to keep it going as long as there's a need. So if you'd like to help and donate, we have a link to the pop-up store on our website, kgw.com.